guys, welcome to our pre-match press conference ahead of our game tomorrow against Bengaluru FC. Today's press conference will be addressed first by our defender Amey Ranawade, followed by head coach Buckingham. Same drill as always, if you have a question, please put your name in the chat box, and once I take your name, you can ask your question. Amey. We have a first question from Apurva.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Amey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. My question is that you are playing after last season. You had some problems, but now you have come back well, and we have seen that you have performed well in last 3 matches. So, what are the things you want to improve in your game, and how do you rate your playing skills and game in this season?
Problem as in you're talking about the injury which I got in the finals last season?
Yes, injury you are. Injury.
Yeah, injury wise I think I don't remember that properly, like it's not a good memory for me. So I don't have it in my mind. After the injuries and after the finals I only remember winning the trophy and shield and lifting the trophy. And improving, talking about the game wise, I've kept things simple like last season, and the new coach is helping us improve tactically and technically both. So
Amey, just one question we have from someone who couldn't be here. How have you adapted to the coach's style this season after a different playing against Sergio Oliveira last season and now as Buckingham? How have you personally adapted to his style?
I guess both of them have the same philosophy of the City Group has the same philosophy of playing the football, and it was not quite hard for me, and I'm still in the learning process of becoming better game by game, and the coach is helping me. So
guys, if there's any further questions for Amey, until then, Amey, just one final question from our end. A big win to come back after a loss, 5-1 against ATK Mohun Bagan. What went behind after that Hyderabad defeat so that the team could come back this way?
I think that is where the champions mentality comes in, and that is what we had it last season also, and which helped us win the trophy and shield also last season. Winning and losing is a part of the game, but what champions do is what the comeback is all about. How strong you come back, and that is what we showed in the last match.
Harsh, do you have a question?
Yeah, hi Amey.
Hello.
You're from Mumbai, you're a Mumbai boy and playing for your local team. What does it mean for you to represent in the ISL?
Since childhood I had a dream to play for Mumbai and the ISL. When I was the ISL first season, I had a dream to play for it, and this is a dream come true. What happened last season, and I am going to make it again. We are going to repeat the same dream this season also, hopefully.
Guys, if there's any further questions for Amey, please put your names in the chat box. Oh, okay, I don't see any. Okay. Thank you, Amey.
Thank you.
We'll just have our head coach with us in a few seconds. In the meantime, you can put your names in the chat box if you have a question for him. We'll just resume. We have our head coach Buckingham with us. Niladri from Sportstar.
Yeah, good afternoon, Des. Am I audible?
Good afternoon. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So you know the kind of powerhouses that you've been playing Mohun Bagan, and you'll be facing Bengaluru. So is there a change in strategy for the next game, and what are the injuries that you're looking forward for the next game?
Yeah, not looking for any injuries in the next game. But no, we've had a pretty hard start to our season, both in terms of opposition and of course the short turnaround between games. We find ourselves playing 3 days after the last one, and the the players have pulled up very well. So we've got all players available to us again for this next game. Again, we haven't changed our approach to how we'll approach this one. We're expecting another tough game. But again, we'll prepare as well as we need to be ready for it.
And any specific resilience drills that have been in play for keeping the players in shape?
No, not resilience drills. It's now very much about trying to manage the group. So the players have reported to us at the end of or the start of this season in very good physical shape. But again, that doesn't transition onto match fitness and sharpness in terms of physical preparation. So we've spent a lot of time and effort working with them to try and get them up to the fitness levels that we think we need. And the players have adapted to that very well. So it's been more about recovery the last couple of days in between these short turnarounds.
Thank you, Des. All the best for the next match.
Thank you. Thanks, Niladri. Apurva, you have a question?
Yes. Hi, coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And my question is to you that you have a crushing victory over ATK Mohun Bagan in the last match, and you are going to face a tough side of Bengaluru FC. So, is there any change in tactics?
Make sure you don't get run over in the traffic that I can hear in the background. But look, we'll approach every game slightly differently based upon the opposition that we face. I won't tell you what our game plan will be. Hopefully you can see that in the game itself, but I'll go back to what I've said in the last 3 games. It's very much the focus on us, and we just want to continue trying to get better and become more consistent in our playing style.
Thanks, Apurva. Anil, you have a question?
Hi, coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Coach, ahead of the season, you said you wanted Mumbai to play in such a way that people turn on their TV sets to watch your play. After these excellent results that you've got, are you happy with that? Are you happy with that level? And
I would like to see more of us in possession. I would like to see us be more consistent in the way we want to play. I've seen glimpses of it in the first game, and I've seen it a lot more consistent in the second, and then for the large parts of the first half in the last game. For me now, it's about trying to show that consistency over longer periods of time, and that's not just with the ball, that's without the ball. So, am I happy? I'm happy enough for the players to show with the timeframes that we've had with them what they have, but there's still a lot of work to do.
Thanks, Anil. Harsh?
Yeah, congrats, coach, on the win last match. So yesterday the news came out that ATK had complained to the league because of the decisions which went against them in the match, and the report also read that they have asked for action against Vikram because they say that he deliberately caused the second goal with his hand. What do you have to say about this?
That's the first I've heard about that, and again, it's not my place to comment on what other clubs do. My job is to make sure that what we do here is as well as we can, and again, that's out of my control, so that's not something I'm willing to comment on.
Thanks, Harsh. Sandeep?
Hi, coach. Just wanted to ask you about Bengaluru FC. When you see them play a couple of games, what do you think of their level and style of play and things? Do you think they can cause you a problem?
I think any team in this league can cause us a problem and each other a problem. I think it's going to be a very tight league, and you look at the games so far that they've played, they've got some very good players, they play a very good style of football, and if we don't prepare ourselves as well as we need to, they will cause us problems. They're coached very well and they have some excellent players within the system. But again, I'll come back to us. Our focus will be on making sure that we're prepared for that, for what we think we will expect. And making sure that we're set up to make sure we can continue trying to play a brand of football that people started to see on the TV again the other night.
Thanks, Sandeep. Guys, if there's any follow-up questions or anybody else that has a question, otherwise we can call it.
Can I ask?
Yeah, Shivam, please go ahead.
Sandeep.
Oh, sorry, sorry, sir. Go on.
Coach, because the game tomorrow is going to be a 9:30 kickoff, does that make any change in the way you prepare or how you recover?
It changes how I prepare. I have to have a sleep in the afternoon because that's the latest kickoff I've ever coached in my 19 years. So it's certainly a new experience for me. But in terms of the players, not really. No, they have a schedule. We have recommendations on things, times to eat and times to sleep, and how they can best prepare for those late evening kickoffs. But it won't change anything in terms of our preparation. We'll still train at the same times and still try and get ready for that time kickoff. So no is probably the answer to that.
All the best, coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandeep. Shivam, do you have a question?
Hello, coach. First of all, congratulations on the 5-1 win against Mohan Bagan, and it has been a really impressive show by Mumbai FC so far. But as there have been reports about like ATK lodging a complaint against poor refereeing. So, are you happy with the standard of refereeing, or do you see there's room for improvement?
Well, I think the referees have got a tough job in any league. You know, this league as well with no VAR, and they're having to rely upon what they see in the game. And you know, we've had situations go for us already this season in 3 games, and we've had situations go against us as well. You know, we'll go back to the first game where we probably should have had a penalty, and we've lost a player because of that. But overall, I've been, you know, I'm okay with the decisions. They tend to work themselves out as the season progresses. But again, my focus isn't on the refereeing and the refereeing decisions. My focus is in making sure that our players are controlled and they behave in a certain way on the field and off the field, and making sure that the behaviours then transfer into our playing style. So that's my focus is on our team, our club, rather than the referees.
Thank you so much, coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shivam. Anil, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah. Coach, also again coming back, you said ahead of the season that you know, one of the challenges would be you know, the time between games. So just want to know, like, how are you dealing with that? And because you said this would be a fairly new challenge for you.
Yeah, I think it's not a new challenge in terms of times between games. I've been very used to doing this at international level, where we go to World Cups and you play every 3 days, or we go to qualifying games and play every 3 games. In terms of it being a challenge for a consistent period of time over 5 months rather than maybe 5 weeks, that's going to be the one. But I think of all the teams, we're the ones at the start of the season that maybe have sandwiched quite a few games together, and after this game tomorrow, we do start to get 4-day breaks, 5-day breaks between games. So it's been about trying to manage our playing group and make sure that we can keep them as fresh as possible, and that's going to be very important for us tomorrow, not just for the starting 11, but for those that do come on and have to have an impact in the game to make sure we finish strong as well.
Thanks, Anil. If there's any further questions, guys? Let's give it a few seconds. Alright, don't see any questions. Alright, thank you so much, coach.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. See you.